Is the CRT movement already converting all agencies and departments into departments of anti-racism? Take the Pentagon, home of the tough guys. This was once like the last bastion of power in the Beltway, not totally under the spell of the political left. That is, until recently. Here's my exchange with Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. How should the Department of Defense think about critical race theory?
Could I make a comment, Secretary? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm very limited on my time, General Milley.
Well, I just want to make a comment. The feedback
I know, but
I've
asked the question to Secretary Austin.
I don't know what the issue of critical race theory is and what the relevance here with the department. We do not teach critical race theory. We don't embrace critical race theory, and I think that's a spurious conversation.
But they are teaching critical race theory in our military. This was moments later in the same hearing.
And it is important that we train and we understand. And I want to understand white rage, and I'm white, and I want to understand it. So what is it that caused thousands of people to assault this building and try to overturn the Constitution of the United States of America? What caused that? I want to find that out. I want to maintain an open mind here, and I do want to analyze it. It's important that we understand that because our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Guardians, they come from the American people. So it is important that the leaders, now and in the future, do understand it. I've read Mao Zedong. I've read Karl Marx. I've read Lenin. That doesn't make me a communist. So what is wrong with understanding, having some situational understanding about the country for which we are here to defend?
Not surprisingly, the American mainstream media lavished praise on military leaders for embracing critical race theory.
That was fascinating, may I just say. Watching these gentlemen, these well-read, intellectually curious generals,
yes,
like Secretary Austin, General Milley, trying to swat away Congressman Matt Gaetz.
And while the chairman of the Joint Chiefs makes an eloquent defense of the truth and stands up for America's military, embattled Congressman Matt Gaetz lobs a despicable tweet attacking the general, and I quote here, "With generals like this, it's no wonder we've fought considerably more wars than we've won." A congressman denigrating our armed forces.
General Milley did something very powerful, which is that he cut through the coded speech and language and rhetoric around critical race theory.
People like Matt Gaetz, making fun of and mocking the military, saying this is the reason that we don't win any more wars with generals like this.
This is, of course, dangerous, anti-American, and racist. At West Point, lectures are presented by Dr. Carol Anderson on understanding whiteness and white rage. Since I nominate future military officers to West Point as part of my job in Congress, I wanted to know what Dr. Anderson thought about whiteness. She wrote that the Republican Party yearns for a white republic, and that the Republican Party platform is white nationalism. This is the nonsense that General Milley is defending. Instead of Dr. Anderson, we should have instructors who can teach the next generation of commanding officers to win on the modern battlefield. Less CRT, more cyber. There's nothing wrong with Americans who are white. There's nothing wrong with Americans who are black or any other color. We must be our brother's keeper, loving our neighbors, regardless of their skin color or our own. Only a Benedict Arnold would surrender the Pentagon to the woketopia without a fight.